All right, great day, everyone. Sorry for that quick on and off. We are good to go right now. Let me just pin this up over here. We have the cover of The Economist as my backdrop. Yes, what is going on? Let's see, actually, let's go back here. Let's edit, cancel. All right, let's edit post. No, perfect. All right. So there we go. Just getting this all set up. Let's turn on some tunes. And all right, we'll start here. Boom. Bum, 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 bum. All right. Great day to you all. If you all are watching, please put in where you are so that I can check that the chat is working. It looks like it's working on YouTube. I see live on Twitter. So if you guys have a question, put it out there. Today is the 20th, right? Potentially a bigger move day. We have seen that we have retraced. We have Circle rocking to the upside. My latest student, Julie, with the one-on-one coaching, rocked Circle in the after hours pre-market. She's the little foo, as we might say, or as she says to me. So anyways, we've got the cover going on. How will this end? Why many blue states are poorly run? Graduates' grim prospects. Yeah, it's hard to compete against AI. AI upends the ad business, okay? Can men and women just be friends? So, interesting cover. We have the Iranian flag torn into pieces, potential overthrowing of the regime. We have the bomb missile going down. Is this a missile going down for the stock market too? Have they changed this up? We had American disorder, and now we have this literally going to shreds, right? Is this this also kind of looks like Israel, right? This part looks like Israel to me. The map of Israel a bit. I'm not a geography person, so that could be wrong, but it looks kind of like it to me. All right, let's go back over here. So we saw on Monday, they moved their point of control, big money, and then dropped it down on Wednesday. And boom, 2 more days. We are still above the April, but below the January level. So let's get into what is rocking today. We have Circle continuing to move higher, the crazy low float world. So we are going to put Circle on here today. This is a super careful, cautious, like this is not for the faint of heart. Remember that, shares in the float's now 110 million. I guess they keep offering more because originally it started off at 32 million, 82 million, and now it's 102 million. So let's just refresh. I'd had this one on here from this breakout. I'm sure that has likely moved. So let's check this out. Over here, okay, they have moved it up to 157.54. That's not what I want. Oh, yes, I want this. 157.54. Hey, Asif, great day. All right, so we can take this off. Let's take this puppy off. Bye-bye. So I'd say watch 157.54. Right now, massive, massive short squeeze, right? We have from opening 116.46, but because you guys are following me live, you know that 157.54 is going to be more important. That is the level from here that it has broken out. If we stay above that, hey, potential continued move to the upside. We might see this pop and move as well. That's why learning about that volume point of control is so important. And I really need to fix the redirect, but we've got it right here. If you guys want to learn more about it, here is my book about how to set this up for yourself, how to profit. I think that you guys will quickly see it is an invaluable tool and great to have on your chart. Pretty much if we're above it, it's a long. If we're below it, it is a short. We also have GMS today. That is moving pretty wild and crazy. This is low float style as well. So if you like the low floats, this one had a crazy move up to 130 after hours. Is it going to go there today? We shall see. So again, I'm going to put this on from the earnings over here, and we're going to see where that big money is. Their big money is at 81.03. And if we put it on again, from this crazy close point, it's still down there. So big money is down at 81.03. And this has 38 million in the float, 38.1 million. And that is a yellow, caution. All right, let's go back to big volume today. WHLR. Wheeler Real Estate, not super crazy. Let me turn back on the pivots over here. Oh, they are on. Why don't I see them? Where are they? Oh, they're all the way down here. That's why. All right, Monster. Just kidding. It's not really called Monster, but MicroStrategy is moving to the upside. Ooh, they flipped their position. This is big. MicroStrategy flipped their big money position to be below the price action, down to 369.66 from up here at 415 zone. Let's see if Coinbase did the same. Likely a move on, likely a move on Bitcoin is a coming. 201. 265. 04. All right, so Bitcoin, MicroStrategy, and Coinbase rocking to the upside. IBIT as well, no surprise there. BitDEX as well. Mara, Riot. Sophie is also advancing. I'm trying to think. Let's see here. What other? UNG is moving. Not that interesting. Ethereum is moving to the upside. They repositioned on Ethereum. Let's look at ETHE. ETHE, let's go back over here. This doesn't have earnings as a OTC. So let's just pop it on over here. Where did the big money go? 12.98. So it's below over there. But when we looked at Ethereum, they had flipped it to be above at 25, 29, and 65 cents. All right. Rigetti is also moving. I want to see SMR, Joby Aviation. This is the little potential sleeper. Somebody called this out. I like it. We are hanging out. We are moving up above. This is the sleeper for potential longs. They did get a big aviation contract, right? President Trump signed an executive order to speed up certification of electric vertical takeoff and landing aircrafts. Joby Aviation. So this is a potential Trump pump stock, right? So keep that in mind. We are up above. We have, I do see this little one here. Boom. So we need to break out from that trend line right there. Let's give that a little save. HIMS is also on the move again. I like HIMS. Let's put HIMS on for today. HIMS, we have 200 million. And the point of control is below over here at 56.11. All right, if you guys have any questions, put it in the chat. If you have any comments with the live stream, having issues, please put it in the chat because I need to know that. I do see the little microphone thing going like this. So that means, hey, I know you guys can hear me. All right, let's just put this. I don't have time for scammers posting on my post. All right, so let's go to our biggest volumes over here. UVXY, we are below today. Below the big money level. VXX, we are below, just testing that 52.41. This is the fourth test. Are we going to have a buying wick here, or is this going to continue to drop, i.e. the SPY to go up? We shall see. If Hedge is watching, I don't know that Hedge is here, but if Hedge was here, he'd probably say, see, it went down to 595. Good call. It did go down to 595 there. We also have silver pulling back today, so let's put silver on here. Silver, I don't remember the number, the float in here. So, oh, that's not it. I wanted my Wall Street Journal tab. Here we go. As we see that Elon is all over Wall Street Journal for what they report there. He's tweeting like crazy all about Wall Street Journal. All right, 522 million. See, I didn't know that, so I'm happy I checked that out. All right, big money for April is down at 29.97. Biggest mover down today, RGC, ACN. ACN, Accenture. Did anybody, I know we had a neighbor one time, they tried to get us in on this, and we're like, that's a pyramid scheme. No, thank you. We don't want to get in on that. And they just had earnings. Their earnings, their big money before was right there. Let's put another one on from this morning, pre-market. 293.05. I have to say, yesterday I enjoyed the day off, but it felt weird to have a day off in the middle of the week. Hey, Lorenzo, good morning. Anything that you are checking out? We have ACN earnings today. Any other earnings over here? No, no other major pullback earnings. AGQ, this is the accelerated silver, probably a bigger move to the downside. Boom, back down to that 15. QSG, never heard of it. Want a Sing Group Limited. Never ever heard of this. But this does look like it could have a potential short to it. It is a 30 million, so it is lower. We can put this here, QSG. Point of control is at 1206. Nugget pulling back, gold and silver. Let's check out GLD. As we see, yep, GLD is now down below the big money. Big money. Actually, correction. It is not below the big money. Where is this one from? Oh, this is from randomly over here, May 13th. We'll just get rid of that. 297, but that is pulling back. Nugget is also pulling back as well, which also means that the dollar is likely moving up. No, dollar is moving down and gold and silver are moving down. Very odd. That does not usually happen. TMC, Randy, you got it. Hey, what are you doing over here? You're usually on Twitter, Randy. TMC, the metals company. Are you looking at swing, Randy? You usually swing. 446. How many does this have in the float? 186. So this has, let's do it on a weekly, right? It looks like it has potential to move on up to 827. And then 10 is going to be that big spot of resistance right there for that, for TMC. Let's also check out, let me do this way. TMF, no, that's going to be apps. I mentioned apps already. Ethereum down, RBNE, AIRO. This was a recent IPO. You can see Arrow Group Holdings, 12 million in the float, and they have sold over there. This looks like it could move down. We do have 4 days, so it should be, it is an optionable style stock, but it might not have any yet. They do have the minimum float requirement for optionability. Right now, it looks like it might be on the downward trend, right? Okay, So let me head on over. I would like to say thank you for everyone joining me this morning. I really enjoy the interaction. I enjoy when you guys chat. You give me feedback. I don't like to be just talking to a screen. So it's more of a conversation when you guys are chatting with me here. Also, who am I? Why do I do this? I love sharing. I love helping others. And I have been in the stock market for 25 years. I started back in 2000. I got my Series 7. I figured, Randy, you were in it. Usually people ask about what they're in stock-wise. And so my first layoff took me away from the stock market as a long-term swing trader, position trader. And then I came back to the stock market after my first daughter was born. I was laid off at 8 months pregnant. When she was 6 months old, I came back to the stock market as a day trader. That was over 10 years ago now. So been in the market for 25 years. And I really enjoy sharing and helping others. You know what? That is what happened to me. When I was learning to trade, I was looking for people that were awesome and trustworthy to help. And so that's why I wrote a book, FMJ, Trust, Transition, and Trade. Also just recently wrote my second book. The link should be posted in the chat wherever you're following me. And it's all about how to set up this volume point of control. I did seminars. I learned about the dark pools. I worked with Stephanie Cameron, the Stock Whisperer group, amazing person, and taught me so much about the dark pools. And then I figured out this anchored volume point of control is just like the easiest way to track it, the easiest way to make life simple. And for amazing trades, you get to see the positions change in real time, and you are able to profit in real time instead of sometimes going, wait a second, I got to wait 3 days. I have to wait for this position. I have to wait for the move. It's like, it's here, we're above. Okay, they were buying. We're here and it drops. Okay, they were selling, right? So that's what the book teaches you about. A small $11 to figure out. It's the how to use it to profit, all that good stuff. So check it out. And you guys are always welcome to ask questions. Randy, Asif, Lorenzo, they've been following me for a while. They've been here for a while. We have rapport. Thanks, Randy. And there's nothing better than helping others, truly. Bum, 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 ba, da, ba, da, bum, bum. And also caution for those that try to use my face, my name to scam you for trading Bitcoin. It's not me. I don't trade other people's money for Bitcoin. All right, let's get into the crypto portion because, let's also go over crypto fear and greed 48 still. All right, let's go to regular fear and greed. CNN, fear and greed. Boom, boom, ba-doo, boom. Bum, bum. Let's see if Barron's also has their cover out yet. Sometimes they will put out their cover, but it's a no. Not yet. So Google has not been dismantled yet, but it looks like they're trying to break it down. Internet disrupted. Google search is fading. The whole internet is at risk. What? No. Not really. And we also have The Economist, which is why I have this up in the background. The Iranian flag being torn to shreds, a missile going down. Is this our signal that maybe 1, 2, 3 days we're going to see the market really crash? Or is this 3 weeks that we're going to see the bottom of the market? But then you have 2 more weeks there. So maybe it's going to go 2 weeks up, then crash, and then 2 more weeks, or down week, a big down week, 2 weeks, and then, so maybe we're looking at 5 weeks before a bottom as well. I don't know. I just like to look at that Micron earnings in 5 days. Yeah, we'll check out Micron after. And Julie, everybody's got to give a shout out to Julie. She was a little wild and crazy trading Circle after hours. Messaged me, hey, I want to get out. All right, let's do it. Let's get out. All right, so what do? I follow the big money point of control. where that big money is. The person with the biggest wallet controls the market. Whatever direction they're going in, it's going to go. So they brought this back down to the 33 exponential. That's why I have it on my chart. Look, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 days at that 33 exponential. We are above the big money point of control. For our daily, this is what I use for swing trading, and that is at 103.923.52. For our intraday, Jane, what do you mean intraday? Well, for the beginning of the trading day, I want to see where that big money is located. So I know, hey, are they going to, well, they bought down here and it looks like maybe they closed the position. Maybe they're going to take it up higher, but that is 105.959 and 74 cents. So also a heads up, I'm going to be doing my summer live stream schedule, moving it to 7:30. So I can be done by 8:15 so I take my kiddos to school. All right, so note Monday, 7:30. Not as, we're going to see at 8 o'clock, a lot of the algos are turned on. A lot of the volume starts pumping in at 8 o'clock. But we are going to be moving that to 7:30. Okay, so get ready for 7:30 live streams starting Monday for the summer schedule. All right, 25, 29, and 65 cents there. Adjusted it just a little bit. And daily POC here is 25, 49, and 2 cents. Maybe I need another coffee today. It's very gray here today. All right, XRP below 215.42 on the daily. Intraday over here at 214.84. Doge. All right, Doge daily down here, let's see, from April 1st, right here. We need to do this. Oh. All right, April 1st, let's give that a save. 0.18121 has not moved. The January level is down here at 0.17104, but our intraday level is 0.17101. All right, let's go to Solana over here. Solana, look at that. They sold up here at 172. Who's ready to buy Solana? Right? It was down at 105, went to 172, and now it's at 146.89. It's so exciting. I love it when this stuff changes for you guys to see it in real time. That's where the big money is on Solana now, right? All right. For the intraday, 147.93. So I start off a little slow with the cryptos like this. We map out the daily, the intraday. Now we're going to set up the potential day trades. Okay, so let's go to Bitcoin. Let's set up the day trades over here. We have to go outside the 70%. So that's at 104.821 and 106.526. So let's go 106. It's interesting that it went all the way up there. I'm going to actually put it down here, 106.250, because there's not much that was there above it. Summer schedule noted. Awesome. Thank you, Lorenzo. All right. No, we got to go down here. We got a lot. We're going to go all the way down to 104.265. And I will put that in here. Thank you for reminding me. Summer stream schedule 7:30 a.m. so I can take kiddos to camp. There we go. Boom, that should go out everywhere. Let me know if it didn't post everywhere. I don't see that it posted on Kick, just Twitch and YouTube. Okay, all good. So here we go, 104.265. Below that is a potential short, and above 106.250 for Bitcoin. Let's go to Ethereum. Ethereum, they popped it up here. We are above. Look at how they went on that Again, 33 exponential. Can't make it up. I have it there for a reason because it plays out. All right, let's go 250, 60. Or below. Got the big money level here. Let's go below 2,500. No. 2,500 and 2,560. Let's go to XRP. All right, XRP over here. Put it up above. Can we go 60? No, too low. We got to go 21765 or below. We got this one right here. We can go below over here. 2.148. 2.148 and 2.1765. All right, let's go to Doge. Look at how positioning is happening in the middle of Ethereum and XRP. That's why it is yellow. All right, Doge 0.17174 right there at the 425 exponential. And 0.1694 over here. 49, okay, 0.1695. Is it 0.1695 and 0.17174? All right, and Solana. $149 for the upper bound. Solana, big money, moved their position to 146.89. So this is big. This is like you get in now and you're at the bottom of the run, potentially, if it's moving up. You can see that we have positioning happening on 3 of the cryptos today. All right. Let's get here. Oh, you know what? Let's change this. Let's go into 730. There we go. All right. Adjustments. As mom, got to make adjustments, right? Summer schedule is earlier due to camp being later than school schedule. Time management. All right, let's go to Circle. If you guys have questions, welcome to everybody. If you're brand new and you have questions, put it in the chat. I really enjoy conversation. I don't just like talking to a screen. So Circle is rocking again. It looks like they did additional offerings of selling more shares. We are up above. I'm going to put up here 236 round number. Hey, thank you, Powered. Looks like Pioneer Joe. Thanks for the follow there on Twitch. Okay, so 236 for Circle. Big money is at 228.14 today. I would say we got to go below over here, 220. That would give you $5.86 for potential short there. Otherwise, this is looking long bias. We are also going to look at, as soon as we have that double test, boom, double, triple test is even stronger, right? Let's check out our daily short volume. So CRCL, it was 53% short. When it is more than 50% short, that is a potential for a short squeeze. If it is less than 50%, that means, hey, there is mostly longs on the prior trading day. So when it's above, like MicroStrategy, we had 61% short. Those people that went short and borrowed the shares are feeling the ouch, pinch. Look at that, Coinbase, 69%. Coinbase looks like it's going to have a bigger short squeeze at open because of the higher amount that were short from Wednesday night. I want to say Friday because of the day off. It's a weird feeling. All right, MicroStrategy. Let's go to GMS first. Sorry there. GMS. I have not mapped this one out yet. So let's put on some lines, right? Let's make this one a red one. All right, so what are we seeing? We're seeing big money. Hey, why didn't that change? There we go. We're seeing the big money went up here to 106.12. So let's put it 106.50. Let's give it some extra space, right? Maybe they're going to pop it around a little bit, but 106.50, if it's going above that, that's pretty clear that that's a good potential long trade. They are positioned at 102.99 and below that 102.50 right here. 102.48, 102.50 is good. So below 102.50, potential short, I would aim for that 33 exponential target, roughly 100. Or if it goes below that, the $5, sorry, these are $4 increments. I would follow those $4 increments down to 87.88. So that's what I'm seeing for GMS. Now remember, it is super low float. Please be extra cautious because you want to make sure that you are trading with proper risk management. All right, there we go. And I need to get my Carpe profit redirected. That's a goal for today. I've been working on that. The DNS servers stuff, it's not wanting to work with me, but I think I have another way I can do that to make it work so that it does work for me. And all is good. All right, so let's go to MicroStrategy over here. MicroStrategy, they flipped their position. They bought on Wednesday. So it looks like they're ready to have a Bitcoin run. We are we are above the big money right now. It looks like they're positioning. Maybe they want to try to crash the dollar and make a Bitcoin run happen. We shall see. Right now, big money on the intraday is at 372.58. Or we can go below over here. Let's put it right here, 372. All right, 372 and 374. Coinbase. Crazy run there, huh? It's going to continue. Yep. Big short squeeze happening right now. So big money is at 307.13. They had their volume all the way down here. I would put it right here, 303.99. Why? We've got the 33 exponential there. We had the top out roughly over here. It's a round number, 304. And I'd have to put this up here at 310. Nice round number up there again. I'm going to get in at 310. I'm going to get out at 310. Right? It's positioning in people's minds. You got to think of what the fellow traders are thinking. Big money is below and short squeeze potential there. All right, let's go to HIMS. I don't know why this is light yellow. Let's get rid of that. A lot of short squeezing happening today. I would watch for that on the SPY as well. I didn't touch on Nvda and Tesla. We got to look at those too. Let's do Nvda and Tesla after that. I don't know why I didn't even, they were on the super active big movers list. Let's do 62.80 and 61.80 here. All right, hold on. Let's go over here. Short squeeze means going down. No. Do you understand what a short is, Joe? Do you know what a short is? It's okay if you don't. I just want to know your point of reference so I can explain it the best way possible. All right, so HIMS below 61.80 or above 62.80. No, okay, no problem. So here's the best way you can trade in two ways. Well, there's more than that with options, but for buying stock, there's two ways you can trade, right? You can buy the stock and you expect it to go up. That's how you're going to make money. The flip side is you borrow shares of the stock like a mortgage, right? So you're borrowing it from the brokerage. So you don't have those shares in your account. You are short those shares, right? That's why it's covering a short cover. So if you are short those shares, you have borrowed them from the broker, right? Like a mortgage, you take the money from the bank and then you buy the house. So you owe the money to the bank, right? So you borrow the shares from the broker, and instead of buying this time, you sell them in anticipation for the price to drop. But if the price is going up, ouch, you are feeling pain. You are losing money, because in order for you to buy those shares back and pay back the broker, you have to spend more money than what you sold it at. So therefore, it's a short squeeze because it's squeezing their wallet as it goes up. Does that make sense? Let me know. Okay. Bottom line is they've sold something that they don't own, and the only way to make money in selling it is when it drops. So if it's going up, they're losing. Does that make sense? So when it goes up and they're short, their pocket, their wallet is feeling squeezed because they have to buy it back at a higher price than they sold it. So it's the reverse of going long with a stock. All right, ACN below 289.20. Big money is at 289.97 or above 295. Okay, QSG. All right, QSG, let's make this one a green. All right, let's go up here. 1240, up above 1240. Big money is at at $12. What the heck did I do there? Silly me. Let's bring this one down. There we go. That makes more sense. Or below 1180 over here. 1180 and 1240. All right, let's go to GLD. So we're seeing that the metals are dropping. Even though Randy is in TMC and it's rising, the metals company, we're seeing that the metals overall are dropping, as we see that the futures for the metals are dropping as well. All right, let's go. Let's bring it down. Can we go to 60? No, I want to bring it up here. 308.80 because of this former point of control over here. And 308, round number. Like it. 308 and 308.80. All right, let's go to Arrow. We're going to do Tesla. We're going to do Nvda. We're going to continue with Arrow. Arrow is not looking like it's flying too high. What is this? Aerospace and Defense. Let's go check it out. Did you know that you can go from here and you scroll down? Oh, usually they have the website right here. Arrow Group Holdings. They don't have that though. But if you think about all this trauma and turmoil, then airline companies end up typically doing well because their defense, like Lockheed Martin, Boeing, tend to move because of production of aircraft and defense items. All right, so Arrow is lower float at 12.3. We are well below over here. We are below the moving average. So 2480 for potential short there. And 26 for potential long. Let's look at Nvda. Everybody loves Nvda. Nvda is coming up to an apex here. So this could have a massive run soon if we go above that trend line, or a drop. Right now we are above big money at 141.70. We are testing a Camarilla from Wednesday's trading day right here. So we could put it here, not enough move, 145.80. Let's check this out. 145.80 is going to give you 146.20. Let's get it nicely out of the traffic zone. You got small little moves there. Big money is at 145, so we'd have to go below. Let's go over here, 145.60 for potential short. All right, I don't really like it. It's not, you got to give it a lot of space today. All right, let's go to Tesla. The trade setups. Ooh, Tesla. Where's Hedge today? Hedge is usually here rocking and talking about Tesla. So Hedge, we see this moving to the upside over here. Let's put it up above 328.50 for Tesla for potential long. Big money is at 327.77. Or we go below, we had, I put it right here, 327. 327, 328.50. Let's look at Micron. Julie gave a shout out for Micron. Micron is grinding higher. We do have earnings coming up. So cautious as a long, holding it over earnings. That's a bit of a gamble. But for now, for a day trade, we're seeing a lot of the semiconductors, tech stocks doing well. We put that right there, 103. Big money's down here at 102. Let's put it 120, 192 right there. All right. Let's also look at TSM. Let's look at GameStop as well. And Boeing. And then we'll get into the indexes. All right. TSM topped out, somewhat sold off. Put it here, 215.80. A lot of them have already had advancing moves this morning, so you got to be patient. 214.50 is right where big money is, so it'd have to go just below 214.40 right there. Let's look at GameStop, UNH, and Boeing. All right, these are just like the on watch. GameStop, we are above, big money is above. Talking about getting into Bitcoin. Now we're seeing Bitcoin is moving, likely going to have a move in relation. This is going to be the next sort of Bitcoin mover. It's like everything, the dot-com bubble, right? The dot-com bubble, everything. This is pretty narrow space to get to have profits happen. I would put 23.75. I don't really like that too much, but that's going to give you 25 cents right there. Or if we go below, you can see it's pretty narrow. 11 cents, another 10 cents, 9 cents. If you go below 23.12, 23.12 and 23.75. All right, let's look at UNH. Randy, you're on UNH. We are above. We got a little bit of a wedge going on here. Right? Higher lows, lower highs, I did it the other way around. Lower highs, higher lows. Apex is over here by the 1st of July. This should have a definitive move. The big money is at 303.50. Let's get that a little safe. Let's also look at Boeing. Boeing in relation to, big guys sold on Boeing. With that big Air India crash, it's very odd to have a dual engine failure. Big guys sold at 203.92. Their former level was 181.74. Right now, in my opinion, is a short unless we see this 204 level move back down. Right now, it looks like Boeing is going to go down, potentially be a battle for the Dow, right? Boeing is one of the 30. We've seen that we are in between. This is our April level. Let's go and turn this on. Thank you. Shows us the path. All right, so they bought down here, brought it up. They're dancing right at that trend line. And right now it's 422.75. That has not changed. 425.40. That has not changed. All right, let's go to a potential day trade on the Dow. Big money is at 421.39. They're sneaking it higher up here. Let's put it 423.20 for potential long trade, or we got to go below over here. Don't want to fight it. 421.20. 421.20 and 423.20. Boom. Let's go to Russell. Russell above. They flipped their position. We had a downward trend breakout. All right, 212.50. Let's leave it up here. It's a good level. 211.52. Big money came down here, but that's still going to give you a nice potential move down below. Let's go to 211.40. Negative 211.20. That's going to give you a 20% potential drop. Sorry, a 60-cent potential drop there. So 211.20 and 212. Woo-hoo-hoo. I don't know why it constantly does that. Is equal to, no, I don't want C11. I want C5. This is equal to C5. Gotta love spreadsheets, eh? All right, let's just do this. 211.20 and 212.50 equals done. Okay, let's go to Qs. All right, Qs, we are above. 531.50. That 50-cent mark is going to be a big one in people's minds. Big money's at 530.03. We've got it a little tight here. Let's go below 529.40. All right, if you guys are new to the live stream, welcome. Thank you for joining me. I am here to help you all. I am going to be switching to 7:30 in the mornings, okay? So starting Monday, 7:30 a.m. If you want to join me live then, come on over. Put it in the chat. I really enjoy it when you guys chat with me because then I am not just talking with a screen. It's not as much fun for me. I really enjoy the engagement. So my job is to help you guys. That's why I'm here, right? 596 for potential short on the SPY. Got a lot of traffic up here. We could go 598. 598, you're going to get 30 cents and then a little 7-cent move and then almost a 40-cent move there. You could be a little more conservative and wait till 599. Choice is yours. So 596, 598, or 599 if you want to be more conservative. We are below the big money levels for the Dow for January and for the SPY for January. Positioning on the Dow right now. Otherwise, we are above all of the big money levels. Do you guys have any other questions? Anything else you'd like to see? Let me see if there's notifications going on over here. Nothing. Sometimes Jules puts something in there. All right. I hope you have an amazing trading day. Get ready for a volatile week ahead. Actually, I find that this week we might see everything going on with Google and United States, disorder, because they tend to lead and it tends to be 2 weeks out. So this event might be happening next week. They're sort of prepping everybody. Hey, big guys, get into your position. Next week, we're going to move it. So just be aware of that. Tracking in patterns and following the market, you start to see these things happen over and over. All right. Don't just have a good day. Have a great day. Carpe Profit sees those profits one trade at a time. Check out my website, carpeprofit.com. Also, I'm going to put in the chat here the link for the book that I wrote all about how to set up the volume profile on your charts, right? So I'm going to also post it on Twitter. The link is right there. If you guys want to check it out, it's $11. It's how to learn the basics of trading. What is the volume point of control, how to set it up on your charts, and how to use it for profits. All right. Don't just have a good day. Have a great day. I'll see you on Monday, 7:30. Bye for now.